Hello and welcome to the show. We are here in American Truck Simulator. This is where we left off the last time, somewhere out here. I'm not even really sure where we're at. We're going to find out here in a minute. But apparently there was some content update, and because every now and then I go to Steam and then I go to the the main page, and then if there's anything that needs to be updated, we get it updated. So let's see where we're at. We want to view the world map. Okay, so we're Cheyenne, Wyoming, or right outside of Cheyenne, Wyoming, at this little truck stopping place right there. So that's awesome. Let's jump over to the freight market and let's see what we have in Cheyenne. This goes to Austin, Texas. We don't really want these long distant ones right now, so let's do destination. Is that what we're looking for? Sure. That's what, 17 hours? That's 9 hours. That's 10 hours. 6 hours takes us into Kansas. This is a double. Double. That one pays $8,000. I think what I had to set before was by price, was it not? So like the most expensive. That's 17 hours and it pays $82,000. I want to find something a little shorter with a bit more money. Well, this one's not bad. Takes us through Nebraska. It pays $68,000, and that is 13 hours. Let's try that.
Okay, here we go.
Let's try that. So we've got to go over this away. So when I loaded up the game, there was something that said that there wasn't any controls for some reason. That may have been because of the update.
Keep left and then turn left.
So I had to go through and make sure my steering wheel and all that happy stuff actually worked, which it did, so I'm not sure why the game said that. We're coming out there, buddy. No slowing down for us today, huh? All right. So let's go pick up this. Looked like a trailer full of some kind of liquid propane or some kind of liquid something. No, according to the description. We'll find out when we get there. Again, it is Saturday, and the sun rays are coming through the clouds. I've said it before, but it's just the little things in this game that just makes it so awesome. We're going to have to turn right up here. Just the little details. Sun is bright though, isn't it? Get some more coffee. What is going on here?
Go straight on.
Wrong button. I'd like to go straight on if I can get these slow. I'm not going to say it. Cars out of my way.
Go straight on.
And you would just stop right there, wouldn't you? Okay. We got no time for messing around.
Keep right and then turn right.
No time for messing around.
Keep left and then turn left.
Don't drive this like this in real life, folks. Never
Turn
turns
left.
out all that good. Well, there's a nice little older style camper the guy's pulling behind his truck. That's pretty cool.
Keep right and then continue straight on. Get ready to turn right. Turn right and then turn left.
Turn right, then turn left.
Turn left.
Okay, so this is Kim's.
This is where it ends.
This is where it ends. I love the way she changes the tone of her voice when she gets to that. This is where it ends. Other than that, she sounds perfectly normal, except when you get to here, and then it's like, this is where it ends. All right, so let's see. Our trailer is available. Doesn't say what it is. It does say something about GPS, so let's take the job.
Ready to roll.
And the trailer is...
It's all over now.
It's all over now. According to the map, it's supposed to be
Go
over
straight
here.
on.
Oh, there it is right there. Okay. So this is it. Like I said, I don't know if it's some kind of liquid propane or what it is. I guess we'll find out once we get hooked up to it. Once we hook it up. If I can remember what key it is to actually look that up.
Drive safe.
Drive safe. All right, now let's see.
Make a U-turn.
Can you be quiet for a real quick second? Okay, so cargo is chlorine. Okay. So we are hauling chlorine. Very dangerous. Chlorine is usually what they put in the pools. To kill the bacteria. So we are hauling a big truckload of chlorine. Very interesting. What was the weight on that? 34,000 pounds. Okay. Well, let's get on the road. We'll get this delivery made. Sorry, we're not going to open the gate. There we go. I'm going to clear that gate right there. Yep. I just got to make sure my trailer clears.
Turn right.
Give me a second. Okay, looks like we cleared it. All right.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Well, we made it out of there, so that's always good. And we're on the road. Should have plenty of gas to get this done.
Keep right, and then continue straight up.
Plenty of petroleum.
Go straight on. Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
I will turn left as soon as the light changes. Which it just did right when in the middle I'm getting some coffee. Right in the middle of my coffee. Oh, this is definitely heavy. I got it floored and we are not moving too quick. Was it 39,000 pounds? Over 39,000 pounds?
Keep left, and then turn left.
34,436. And that's a pretty long trailer. Got our little valves there for getting the chlorine out of the tank. I don't think I've ever hauled chlorine before. It's definitely got the signs on it. What is that? 1017, which tells the firefighters and other people that know what that means exactly what chemical it is and how to handle it if it happens to be on fire.
Turn left.
Because you can't always spray everything with water. Some stuff you got to spray with foam. And I know from personal experience, because I am pool certified, so I know from personal experience, if you're in a small little room like some of these rooms that have the pump equipment in it for the pool, and you crack open some of that chlorine, even the what they call super shock, which is basically powdered chlorine, but a much stronger version of it, because that's what you put in to shock the pool, and it does shock a pool. You got to be careful. If you crack open one of those drums or one of those buckets that's got that stuff in there, and you take a deep breath, you could be in trouble. People have been known to pass out because it is so strong. You really got to be careful. And same with the acid. The acid is not as bad, like the liquid acid that I deal with. But the liquid chlorine that I deal with, you cannot, if you're changing out a drum or something, you've got to be relatively quick. Because if you get a really good whiff of it, which I tried to stay back as far as I can, and if I have to, I'll even hold my breath for a couple seconds. It doesn't take long to change out a drum. These are 15-gallon drums. But you don't want to breathe that stuff in. You do not want to breathe that stuff in. Not good. So we are headed to, where are we headed to? Someplace in Kansas, I thought it was. And it is Saturday morning at 6:58 a.m. because I always reset the clock to 6 a.m. whenever I start these. Because I don't want to be driving at night. The scenery is too nice to drive at night, although we do have the sun kind of blaring in our face right now. I've got this thing floored. I am literally floored. Let's get the cruise control on. Cruise control has that has the adaptive cruise control, which I like in the game. I also like it in my truck. My real life truck, that is, my Nissan Frontier 2024. Also has the adaptive cruise control. This guy looks like he's hauling, is that more chlorine? Couldn't tell. I couldn't see what the sign was. So it's kind of nifty to have that. The cruise control like that. And I got the cruise control wide open, and we are 86 miles an hour. We should have plenty of gas for this. We shall see. Doesn't look like I've dropped any fuel at all. So 12 hours and 14 minutes to the drop. 707 miles, 706 miles. And it's got to be there within 32 hours and 3 minutes, so we got plenty of time. Plenty of time. Excuse me. And yeah, we should be good. We'll just keep the old adaptive cruise control going. See, there it kicks in because there's a vehicle in front of us, of course. And I hate it when they hog the road in front of you. I mean, they do it in real life too. You're on the interstate. You want to do 65, 70, maybe 70 into 65. Maybe you drive faster. That's up to you. Would not recommend it. And so you're doing, 65, and you're in the fast lane, and you got somebody doing frickin' 50. It's ridiculous. I don't think people don't understand that there's a fast lane, and there's kind of a in-between lane, and then there's a slow lane. On a road like this, you've got a fast lane and you got a slow lane. But on a 3-lane highway, you've got a fast lane, and then the middle one is kind of like the in-between. And then on the far right-hand side would be the slow lane. Why is it the slow lane? Because that's where people enter and exit the interstate. And a lot of people like to be in the fast lane because they don't want to do exactly 65 miles an hour. They'd rather do 70, 75, whatever. But then you got people who are like in the fast lane and they're doing exactly the speed limit or a little under. It's like, get out of the way. If you want to do 60 and a 65, get your ass over into one of the slow lanes. And let the people who want to do 65, 70 get on through there. That's why I got a dash cam in my truck. I mean, I've seen people on the interstate cross over 3 lanes of traffic to get on an exit at the very last minute. They'll be clearing the fast lane, cross over 3 lanes of traffic. Oh, there's my exit. I need to get off the highway, and then they just cross over 3 lanes and then go right onto the exit. It's just ridiculous. But that's the way people drive, unfortunately. We got an RV in front of us. Looks like an RV. Well, we'll just keep the adaptive cruise control on, and we'll just ease on down the road. Drinking on the coffee on this Saturday. Is it still morning? It is still morning. It's 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock on a Saturday. So after I get this video done, I'm going to take a nap. I was up a little late last night. By the time I got home, after being at the bridge because the storm was coming through, was I think 11. By the time I got a shower and got into bed, it was almost midnight. I did have the day off yesterday from work because I was not feeling very well. I think somebody where I work caught some cold or something, and I might have got it from them. I'm not really sure. I didn't want to take the day off. It was Friday, but I'm not going to go into work feeling crappy and just be crappy all day. So yeah, I wasn't feeling very good. So we kind of muddled around the house yesterday, kind of in and out of the recliner, which is kind of rough on the old muscles and body if you're just kind of kicked back in the recliner for hours and hours. And I have a hard time sitting down or staying sitting down for more than 2 hours anyway, so that was a little rough on my body. And then the storm came through, and then I had to run to the bridge. I spent a good almost 2 hours there. And then, yeah, by the time I got home, got into bed, didn't get a chance to do any drinking last night because of the storm coming through. Wasn't going to drive to the bridge drunk. So that's how my night went. And then had to be someplace at 9 this morning, so got up at I think 7 o'clock this morning. Something like that. Can we get this RV out of my way so I can make some progress here? What is going on? Lane hogs is what they are. Yeah, and he's the only one there. Let's see if we can't do something about this. Okay, now you're going to get over. Thank you. I was just about ready to run up on you. About ready to run up on you, pal. Then you decided to get out of my way, so I appreciate it. And we got this guy in front of us. Looks like everybody's going the same speed. Why do you all want to slow me down today? I don't understand. I don't know why you got in this lane anyway. You're not going any faster than anybody else, so what is the problem? You're actually going slower than everybody now. And I got the stupid RV coming up against here. Oh, sorry. Try to stay in my lane. Thank you very much. Now the truck gets out of the way. All right, let's see if we can't get around this clown. This thing is floored. I mean, I'm actually pushing the accelerator. I know the cruise control is on. I'm just trying to get past this double trailer full of hay bales. Straw bales, however you want to look at it. Alright, let's hope nobody else blocks me off here and I can actually get some speed going. Coffee's just about gone. I did stop on the way back from checking the pool and picked up a sausage egg biscuit for my wife, and I got a sausage, egg, and cheese. Maybe hers was sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. And then I got a sausage, egg, and cheese croissant from our local station down here. And if you get them fresh, they're pretty good. And they were fresh, and they were pretty good. And then I picked up a bag of the little chocolate donut things, donuts, whatever they call them, the little miniature donuts, chocolate covered. Not all chocolate, but those are pretty good. Snack on some of those later when we have a little more coffee, probably after I take my nap. What do we got? 8 hours, 40 minutes. We still got plenty of gas. If I keep these cars from being in my way, we can actually bada boom, bada bing. Have we crossed the state line somewhere? That little thing going over the interstate there definitely looked familiar. There's one out west Nebraska that's like that. There's an airplane up there, super high. You see the vapor trails from the plane, which is just, like I said before, the little things that they do in this game. The little details that they pay attention to. Pretty freaking cool. Pretty cool. Well, something in the corner just said saving, so that's interesting. I just caught that. We just caught of that. Honestly, I'm not really sure where we are. Where are we? Okay, so we did cross into Nebraska because that deal, I think it's somewhere around here, was it? We've been to that before, that where you go, it crosses over the interstate. It's like it's a sightseeing thing, is what it is. I don't know if it's, I don't remember if it's a Lewis and Clark thing or what. It seems like some type of a Indian thing or something. I'd have to seriously drive back out there and check it. Maybe later on this year, when we decide to take our road trip, we'll have to stop there again and see what's going on. Got water sprinkling the fields over there to the right. Got another damn car in my way.
And then exit right.
No car? Okay.
Exit right.
It's a good thing I caught that. I mean, I did see on the map where we were going to have to exit at some point.
Keep right, and then turn right.
But I didn't know it would be that soon, so it's a good thing I caught that when I did.
Turn right.
And we got a green light.
Go straight on.
I will go straight on. Where the hell are we? Some little crossroads. A little town over there. Basically in the middle of nowhere. We'll wait to get the cruise control set until I figure out if I'm going to be out on the open road or not. Sprinklers are watering over there on the right, watering the fields. Don't know if that's corn or what that is, but there's definitely got some watering going on. And if you notice, when we come right up here, the shadows of the power lines go right across the road. It's the little things I keep talking about in this game. Oh, there's a crop duster. Old biplane is dusting some crops. There's a whole sprinkler system there on the right, which is not on. Currently in the parked position. Got a bunch of birds flying around. Could be hawks, could be crows. We've got a little bit of both of these around here where I'm at. Hawks and crows. Between my house when I get on the interstate and where I get off the interstate when I go to work, usually see one or two hawks sitting on top of the interstate light poles. And then over to the left of that, which would be south of I-80, is the railroad, and there is quite a bit of space between the interstate and the railroad, so I'm sure there's a lot of mice and rats and lions and tigers and bears, oh my, for the hawks to get into, because they're always there every year. So it's got to be a decent, what is going on up here?
Go straight on.
It's got to be a decent area for them to have enough food. And then of course we got crows too. The crows get really big around here. But the hawks are, yeah. See them every day. Every day there's a hawka. What do we got? 6 hours, 30 minutes?
Go straight on.
I will go straight on. I don't know why we're slowing down so much here. Oh, speed limit's 50, that's why. Down to 50. Of course, we're keeping an eye on the weather for today as well. Here in town. I don't know if we're going to get any more later or not. I'd have to check. I know it came in last night. Started, I think, around 10 o'clock, 10:30. That's when I was at the bridge. And fortunately it didn't hail, but I mean, you never know. They were talking about ping pong ball size hail, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm going to the bridge, and all it did was rain. But you never know. I mean, Nebraska, you just can't tell. People talk about the Omadome. It's basically theoretically a dome around and over Omaha. The storms either go north or south of us, so they call it the Omadome. Multiple people, every time you talk about a storm, they'll mention, yep, the Omadome. So people that live here are, they're familiar with that expression. At least most of the people I've met are. The Omadome. I don't know why that truck got in that lane. Oh, now you're going to get back over. I see how you are. I don't know why you got over that lane to begin with. Why did you do that? Making no sense. I don't know if you noticed, but the back of his trailer was chrome and the clouds were reflecting in the back of his trailer like it would do in real life. It's just, I keep saying it, it's the little things about this game that just make it so unique. I mean, even look at the road surface. It looks like it's worn. Somebody takes a lot of care and effort into making this what it is, and even you transfer from one road surface to another. Like this is all concrete. We were just on blacktop, I believe.
Keep left.
I will keep left. At some point I'll have to turn the weather on. I think I have it off. I'll have to turn to like randomized, so maybe we can run into some thunderstorms or something and see what that looks like. We got 5 hours, 11 minutes. We got plenty of gas. We're not even down to half a tank yet. 94 miles an hour. It's about maxed out. So far we're 2% damage on the truck, but that's probably just wear and tear from the wire, from the tires. Usually what that is, I mean, I got one of the $1.9 million. I made 161,821 in 7 days. Is that what that means? See, they've changed some stuff. Every time they do an update, something else changes. And so I got a son of a gun get used to everything again. I do like the way this is set up, though. The speedometer's over there, the map's over there. You've got stuff that tells you about your money, what damages, percentage that you have on the truck, the trailer, the cargo. Set up pretty nice. Not too shabby. On this Saturday. Is it afternoon yet? No, still morning, 10:15. 10:17 to be exact, according to the clock on the wall, which is probably never quite accurate down to the minute, but that's what it says, so that's what we're going to go with, okay? See how the recording's doing here. Looks like everything's fine. I've lost one frame on the recording computer, which is the one that I obviously record on, the recording streaming everyday computer that I use for everyday things when I'm not gaming. Lost one frame. I will keep left. Let me get around this corner first. I can tell you what's going on here. Let me get through here, and then we will see exactly how many frames we have on both computers, because I believe they are going to be different. Because the OBS on the gaming rig is usually, I believe, frames are going to be higher than the streaming one, because, well, I could be wrong on that, because I do believe I start up the OBS on the streaming rig before I start OBS on the gaming rig. So we got 171,958 frames on the streaming rig, and we've only lost one. So that's clearly that 0.0%.
Right, and then turn left.
And on the gaming rig, we only have 85,600 and something.
Keep left.
85,870. And on the streaming, we had, what, 100? Pay attention, you're driving. 174,478. So we got a lot more on the streaming, recording, everyday rig than we do on the gaming rig, which is now at 86,780. And that's frames that have been encoded, or excuse me, frames that have been rendered. Encoded frames is only 141,309 on the streaming rig, and 87,510 on the gaming rig, according to OBS Studio. And our CPU on the streaming, recording, everyday rig is 3%, 60 frames per second. And on the gaming rig, it is 1.3% at 30 frames per second, because I'm not recording or anything, so the gaming rig is sending 30 frames per second over to the streaming rig, which is recording it at 60. If that makes any sense. There's another plane. That's not a crop
Go
duster.
straight on.
Not a crop dusted plane. The reason the gaming rig OBS is on 30 frames per second is because some games, when I set it to 60, it likes to drop more frames. So I set it at 30 because I don't really think that matters, because I'm not recording. I'm just sending whatever video and audio there is over to the streaming rig, the recording rig. So it shouldn't matter that it says 30 frames per second because that's only going to be for recording anyway. The game puts out 60 frames per second at a frame rate of 165 hertz. So that's what it actually records at.
Go straight on.
What are you doing? You're turning. Okay. So yeah, so the game is 60 frames per second, excuse me, at a refresh rate of 165 hertz. So it doesn't matter that OBS on the gaming rig is set to 30 frames per second because I'm not using it to record. So it's just picking up whenever the game is set at and sending it over to the streaming recording rig, which is doing it at 60 frames per second at 6,187 kilobytes per second, which is just about right. I'm not getting any kilobytes per second on the gaming rig because I'm not using it to record, so there's nothing there.
Keep left and then continue straight on.
Left to continue straight on. We have a stoplight coming up here? No.
Go straight on.
I will go straight on. Let's get the cruise control up and running again. I'm going to get my foot off the gas. Yeah, and the average time to render a frame on the streaming rig is 0.4 milliseconds. That's millionths of a second. And on the gaming rig, it's 0.9, 0.8 milliseconds. For frame rendering. So it's literally rendering a frame on the streaming PC, your recording PC, literally rendering a frame every 0.5 seconds now. Milliseconds, sorry. Now it's 0.4 milliseconds. Just to give you some stats on what's going on. We got, 1 hour, 47 minutes to the drop, and we're coming down to 2-lane road. So once we get this video done, I will start getting some of them uploaded. I've got 3 I need to upload. Wreckfest, NASCAR 25, and American Truck Simulator. So we'll get those uploaded while I am taking a nap. Thank you very much. And then got to go over to check the pool a 3 more times today, actually. Every 4 hours it's got to be done. And yes, we are getting paid for it, of course. We got cows over there. I'm not going to tell you how much we're getting paid for it because that is nobody's business but my own. And on top of that, there's a fuel allowance for driving over and checking the pool. So I get paid an hourly wage and fuel allowance. So it's pretty easy money. Money, 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 money. But yeah, you all don't need to know that because that's none of your beeswax. Looks like we got another state trooper in front of us. Whoa, dude. Just slamming on the old brakes, are you? And we have to stop ahead. Oop, I can't see the trooper car. Don't
Keep
want
right.
to. We don't want to
and
run
then
him
turn
over.
right.
Not that there's anything he can do about it, but we don't want to hit him. See, like that, I can't see him. Well, there he is. Is he
Turn
going
right.
straight on? Good. There's a fire truck. No, he's not. He's turning. There's a fire truck over there. All right, we are getting close to our destination. 56 minutes, 42 miles. We still got 22 hours to get it delivered. But we are not going to be messing around. No messing around.
Go straight on.
We just passed 100,000 rendered frames on the gaming rig. And we're past 200,000 on the streaming rig. Streaming, recording, everyday rig. Oh, what do you call that? SRE, streaming, recording, every day. Yeah, 206,800 something. And still have only lost one frame. Which really surprised me. I even lost that one frame. Usually I don't lose anything on the streaming rig.
Turn left.
Okay, you've stopped. You can go now. Yeah, usually I don't lose anything on the streaming rig. It's always the gaming rig that I lose frames. Mostly due to rendering. Usually that's like Wreckfest. Or mainly Wreckfest, just because you get like into a demolition derby and you got a bunch of stuff going on. It doesn't like it. Another reason why it's set to 30 frames per second. Because at 60 I would drop more frames, and that does affect the
Get ready to turn left.
gaming streaming PC. Because if it misses frames on one, it's going to miss frames on the other. Or it's not going to show you that it missed frames on the other. But if you miss frames on one, it definitely affects the video as it's being recorded. So we try to keep that at 30 just for that reason. But again, we're not recording at 30, we're recording at 60. I know, sounds a bit complicated, but it works. So I guess that's all that matters. Alright, just around the corner is our drop, and then I'll get some of these videos ready to upload. And then I'll go take a nap.
Turn left.
I will go take a nap. Good thing I stopped. Do not want that truck to hit me. Not with what, 34,000 pounds of chlorine in the trailer. That would not be G-O-O-D.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
See, that truck gets to go through that barrier. I can't. The game is not set up that way. It's only going to let you go where you're supposed to go. Alright, so here's our destination. Open sesame. Doesn't really look like a place that needs chlorine, but you never know,
Arrived
Doris.
at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
There's other trailers here that look like they got stuff in them too. Okay, and we got to go all the way around the back and park it over there. Interesting. So it's got to go all the way over there on the other side. There's some storage tanks. Hope that guy right there, hope he's not smoking around them storage tanks. That would not be good. And this is where they want it, is right up against the building. Okay, let's get out the drone. I don't want to hit the building while I'm trying to get around this corner. Looks like we're going to be clear. Yeah, we're going to clear that okay. We don't want to hit the building though either. Oh, that's awful close. All right, look at that. Perfectly straight. Perfectly straight. All right, what do we end up with? Oh, we got up to another level. How about that? So we got $68,000 on that. Base reward, proficiency bonus, long distance bonus, and urgent delivery bonus. So we got some bonuses on there, which is totally awesome sauce. Now we need to find a place to park. Do we want to park it here? It's not exactly a truck stop. Let's take a look at the map. Let's see where we're at and where we can go. Looks like... Where do we want to go? Do we want to go just down here? We're going to probably need to put some gas in it, so let's just do that.
Time to hit the road.
We will do that. We don't really want to just park here, so. Security guard? Yep. We got some guy over here doing something. Working on the tank. Or he's act like he's working on the tank. Working on the tank.
Get ready to turn right.
Alright, so we're going to park this thing. We'll probably throw some gas in it because we are down to, what, half a tank, more or less, kind of, sort of.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Looks like a little weather's moving in. Oh, we got a truck up here with the trailers with the road sign on it. That's interesting.
Get ready to turn left.
I don't know if I've seen one of those before. I don't know if I've actually seen one of those before. That's interesting.
Turn left.
Some kind of construction vehicle or city vehicle that has that.
Go straight on.
Excuse me, we're in a hurry.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right. Go straight on.
Fire truck. Oh, you would stop at the light, wouldn't you? In a hurry, coming through. I didn't even look both ways. Shame on me. Shame on me for not looking both ways. Sun's going down though. It's 8:24 p.m. according to the game. And our destination is straight ahead. What is diesel now? No, diesel is what, 461?
Finally, we are here.
Yeah, 461 for diesel. So let's get over to the pumps, which I think are over there. Can we cut through here? No. Can't cut through there either. There we go. Now we can get to the gassy pumpies. At what, 461 a gallon? Is that what the sign said? I think it was 461. For diesel. And then we'll park it. Alright, kill the lights, kill the engine, hit the space bar. Nope. Sorry, that's the wrong one. Been a while since I played this, so we hit the enter key. Space bar is the parking brake. Okay, engine, lights. And what did that cost us? 160, no. 50 some dollars? I didn't catch it. I did not catch it, but let's find a place to park. Do I really want to park over here? I mean, I guess I can. Where's the little store? Over there? Yeah, the little store's over here, so let's just park over here. We will just park over here. We will just park over here. And there you have it. Lights, engine, and all right. So we can mosey over there. We can get something to eat for the night. And we can crash out because it is 8:51 p.m. So a pretty decent day. We started at 6. And according to the game time, that is. And we ended up bada boom, bada bing. So we're going to grab some grub, probably a shower. We'll get some sheets and stuff on the bed because there's nothing there. They're probably in that closet right there. Probably where all the bedding is. I guess if that was me, that's where I would put it if this was my truck. Take care of yourself and others. We'll see ya on the next one. So long.